The Platform Sutra of the Sixth Patriarch. Part 8. Sudden and Gradual. The Master said, "I have been thinking of you for a long time. What night did you come?" Xinqiang said, "Previously your reverence disposed of my transgression. Now, although I have left home and am engaged in ascetic practices, ultimately it will be impossible to reward you for your virtuous action. Is transmitting the Dharma and saving sentient beings all that I can do? Your disciple has been reading the Nirvana Sutra constantly, but I do not understand its doctrines of permanence and impermanence. I beg your reverence, in your compassion, to explain these for me briefly." The Master said, "That which is impermanent is the Buddha nature. That which has permanence is all the good and evil dharmas and the mind of discrimination." Xinqiang said, "What your reverence has said is quite different from the text of the sutra." The Master said, "I transmit the mind seal of the Buddha. How could what I say differ from the Buddha's sutra?" Xinqiang said, "The sutra teaches that the Buddha nature is permanent, but your reverence says it is impermanent. The sutra says that the good and evil dharmas and the mind of Buddha are all impermanent, but your reverence says they are permanent. This difference has made this student even more confused." The Master said, "Formerly I heard the nun Wu Jinzang read through the Nirvana Sutra once, and I explained it for her without so much as a single character or single doctrine being different from the text of the sutra. And I ultimately have no separate teaching for you." Xinqiang said, "This student's understanding is shallow, and I ask your reverence to reveal the teaching for me in detail." The Master said, "Do you understand? If the Buddha nature were permanent, then no matter what good and evil dharmas one explained, not a single person throughout the entire eon would generate bodhicitta. Therefore, I preach that it is impermanent. This is precisely the way of true permanence preached by the Buddha. Furthermore, if all the dharmas were impermanent, then everything would have its own self-nature that would experience birth and death, and those true and permanent natures would not be omnipresent. Therefore, I preach that they are permanent, which is precisely the true doctrine of impermanence preached by the Buddha."